Have you ever felt that someone cares deeply for you, but never found the courage to say it? Have you ever wondered if love can hide in the smallest details, stolen glances, subtle gestures, or moments that seem insignificant but hold a world of emotion? True love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it reveals itself in silence, in actions that seem random but are filled with meaning. Carl Jung, one of the greatest thinkers of our time, believed that real love is an invisible bond that goes far beyond grand declarations and dramatic gestures. Today, we'll uncover the most telling signs that someone might secretly love you. Maybe this person has never openly admitted it. Maybe they're not even fully aware of their own feelings. But love always leaves traces. Learn to recognize them, and you might realize that someone close to you loves you more than you ever imagined. They unconsciously mirror you. When someone feels a strong emotional connection with you, they instinctively start copying some of your habits. You may notice them using phrases you often say, mimicking your gestures, or even adjusting their tastes and preferences to align with yours. This phenomenon, known as mirroring, is an instinctive sign of attraction and affection. The human brain naturally imitates the body language and behavior of those it feels drawn to. If you notice someone subtly mirroring you, it's not a coincidence. They are absorbing your presence more than they realize. Mirroring can manifest in more subtle ways too. For example, they may start listening to the same music, becoming interested in the same movies, or even unintentionally syncing their daily rhythm with yours. This isn't just mechanical imitation. It's a sign of deep trust and a desire to establish a closer connection. Mirroring creates a sense of comfort and understanding, making people feel in sync with one another. They distance themselves at the most unexpected moments. It may seem illogical, but people who secretly have feelings for you often act distant just when you'd expect them to be close. They might avoid you in social settings, change the subject when emotions are brought up, or act strangely when someone else shows interest in you. This happens because their feelings are so strong that they cause fear, the fear of being exposed or unreciprocated. Intense emotions can be overwhelming, especially if a person isn't ready to openly admit their feelings. Distancing themselves becomes a form of self-protection. They're afraid of losing control, afraid that their emotions will become too obvious. But the more they try to hide their feelings, the more contradictory and revealing their behavior becomes. Repressed feelings sometimes manifest in unexpected ways, through playful jokes, light teasing, or seemingly random games. If someone frequently finds reasons to joke with you or tease you in a playful manner, it may not just be their personality. In reality, they may be trying to maintain constant contact with you without openly revealing their feelings. This behavior is typical of those who feel attracted but can't express it with words. Their desire to interact with you is so strong that it comes out through these almost childlike gestures. It's a way of keeping a connection without making their emotions too obvious. If you notice that someone jokes with you more often than with others or seeks out playful interactions, it could be their way of showing affection, even if they're not yet ready to admit it. One of the strongest signs of hidden love is the ability to remember seemingly insignificant details from your conversations or shared moments. Maybe you once casually mentioned a favorite book, song, movie, or event, and this person remembers it long after. This attention to detail shows that every word you say holds special meaning for them. It's not just a good memory, it's a deep interest that makes them hold on to everything related to you. More than that, they don't just remember facts, they use them to bring you joy. They might unexpectedly play your favorite song, reference a movie you love, or surprise you with something you once mentioned in passing. This isn't a coincidence, it's a genuine sign of affection and a way to show that you are important to them. Sometimes they even remember moments that didn't seem significant to you but were meaningful to them. They might recall a childhood dream you shared, your favorite ice cream flavor, or a place you once said you wanted to visit. If someone unexpectedly brings up these topics in conversation, it's a clear sign that their thoughts often return to you. This level of attention to detail is more than just a friendly gesture. It means they are emotionally invested in your life, making you an important part of it, even if they haven't openly admitted it yet. They look at you when they think you're not watching. One of the most powerful signs of hidden love is the way someone looks at you, not directly and consciously, but in those stolen glances when they think you won't notice. If someone watches you closely when you're talking to others, lost in thought or distracted, it means they're trying to take in every detail about you without revealing their feelings. Hidden love often manifests through an irresistible urge to observe. This isn't just a passing glance. It's a look filled with emotion, deep attachment, almost hypnotic in nature. Those who secretly love you don't need words. Their eyes reveal more than their voice ever could. These glances might last only a split second, but they're easy to spot if you pay attention. Sometimes when you turn toward them, they quickly look away as if they were preoccupied with something else. Other times they may hold eye contact just a little too long, as if momentarily forgetting to hide their emotions. Interestingly, this phenomenon is especially noticeable in group settings. Even when surrounded by people, their attention is drawn to you. It's not a coincidence. They may watch your reactions to jokes, observe how you interact with others, or simply look at you with a soft smile, as if they're enjoying the mere fact that you're there. If you catch someone looking at you more often than seems accidental, and especially if they look away quickly or smile to themselves, chances are they feel something much deeper than just friendship. They listen more attentively than necessary. True listening is an art, and those who secretly love you master it effortlessly. While most people listen just to respond, someone with deep feelings for you listens to truly understand. They pick up on the subtle changes in your voice, notice what you leave unsaid, and remember small details that even you might forget. This person can sense when you're smiling to hide sadness or when something is bothering you, even if you don't mention it. Their attention is never superficial because every word you say holds special meaning for them. You might notice that they don't just hear you, they truly absorb what you say. They ask follow-up questions, remember details from past conversations, and bring them up later, showing that your thoughts and feelings genuinely matter to them. They may even notice changes in your mood faster than anyone else. Even if you try to hide your emotions, they can tell something is off just by the tone of your voice, the pauses in your speech, or slight shifts in your intonation. This intuitive understanding comes from more than just paying attention. It comes from a deep, sincere interest in you. They act differently around you. A change in behavior is one of the clearest signs of hidden feelings. If someone is usually outgoing and carefree but becomes more serious or reserved around you, or on the other hand, seems more excited and energetic when you're around, it's a strong indication that they have feelings for you. They might easily chat with others but carefully choose their words with you, as if afraid of saying the wrong thing. Or they might seek you out in a crowd but quickly look away when your eyes meet, trying to conceal their emotions. This shift in behavior can also show up in subtle ways. A person may become more caring, noticing your needs before anyone else does, or unconsciously trying to stay close to you, even if they never say it out loud. They take care of you in subtle ways. True love doesn't require grand declarations. It reveals itself in the smallest details. Those who secretly love you often show their care in quiet, unnoticed ways. They ask if you've eaten, notice your exhaustion before you mention it, and help you without being asked. These subtle gestures are one of the most genuine forms of love. They're not trying to impress you with grand actions, but instead ensure your well-being in quiet, unassuming ways. Their care may appear in the simplest yet most meaningful things. They might pull out a chair for you before you sit, offer you their jacket when it's chilly, remind you of an important meeting, or bring you a cup of coffee, knowing exactly how you like it. Sometimes their care shows through their attentiveness to your emotions. They're the first to notice when you're feeling down or exhausted, even if you try to hide it. They may not ask many questions, but they'll find a way to support you with a kind word, a thoughtful gesture, or simply by being there. What's important is that they expect nothing in return. They do it sincerely, simply because your comfort and happiness truly matter to them. Love, when it's real, doesn't always need words. Sometimes it hides in the details, in glances and gestures that say more than 1,000 confessions ever could. Have you ever noticed these signs in someone's behavior? Share your experience in the comments. Maybe someone loves you more than you realize. Thanks for watching.